Okay, we're back at it again playing the seafood game. About to go to the art museum and beat everybody up. They knew I was coming, you see this? They knew I was coming, so naturally they sent two weak regular enemies to deal with the guy who just beat up two of their crime bosses. Push sweep. That's all I do. That's all I need to do. Except sometimes I do the throw sweep. That's what she said. Alright, come at me, bro. Okay, good fight. Yoop. 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 Let me throw the last pill. I really just swing mindlessly. Give me your knife. I want that. Give me your knife. Come on, hand it over. No. Okay, knife acquired. Yoop. Yoop, 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 yoop. Nice try. You ain't gonna get me with that. Interrupting my fucking paintball throwing. Okay, now we're in the giant pin room. We're on Pin Island. This guy throws away his knife for no reason because he's a fucking idiot. Ah, we got a wise guy here. Okay. Got two strong guys at once. Well, one mini boss and one like medium strong dude. Oh, the pin thing makes little designs. It's like a little spirograph when you bump into it. That's cool. I actually had never noticed that until this playthrough. This game keeps raising the stakes. Like, now we've got bladed weapons everywhere. They should make it so eventually someone pulls out a gun. Keep trying to throw people down the stairs, but they just keep going other ways. Okay, so I gotta run right through this to trigger the whole ambush at once. There's actually an achievement here that you can get if you can clear this room without breaking too many of the little divider things. I've never gotten the achievement before, but I'm hoping if I lure these people way to the end, I can get it. This is just your classic clusterfuck level right here. Big fight, few bigos thrown in. The dodge timing on those double leg takedowns are such bullshit, dude. I swear it's just random every time whether or not the dodge works. Definitely got to get the takedowns whenever I can now because we're at the part of the game where the healing from the takedowns mid-fight really matters. Oh, hey. I got the thing. God damn it. My fucking dishwasher's going off in the background. But yeah, I got the achievement.
Stop this meaningless crusade here.
Nuh-uh.
He has long since abandoned this life of violence and bloodshed.
Too bad.
Turn around and leave now.
No, you can't make me.
Nobody outrun.
Even when I have a knife, the nearby wall is still my greatest weapon. Like, look how much structure damage that does.
Believed that if we took the time to stand
Okay,
outside
so this is a bunch of, like, manic pixie girl nonsense that they're yapping about in the background here. This makes no sense whatsoever unless you're the type of girl who thinks crystals have magic healing powers.
It represents birth and the cleansing of a darkened soul.
Darkened Soul? Yo, it's confirmed this is the Dark Souls of beat-em-ups.
It is considered
Sifu is
redemptive.
actually Dark Souls 4. So we had the fire guy the last level, and now we got the water girl. When are we gonna have the Wind Rider boss? I remember I used to go into these crowds of people and try to fight them in the dark instead of staying in the center, because I thought being surrounded would be the worst thing that could happen to me. Okay, now this we gotta shut down quick. You actually don't want to get surrounded here. We got a Big O and 2 spin kickers. That's the last thing you want to get cornered by. Unless you're tricking the spin kickers into hitting each other, because that is a viable strat. Okay, now get back into the light. Extremely boring for my viewers to watch me beat you up in the dark like that. There we go, one took out the other. Once I know you're gonna kick high, it's just all over for you. The possibility of the low kick is the only thing. Hey, is this loss? Alright, next. Into the wall. Knife in the stomach. There's actually an achievement for returning this knife all the way to Kuroki at the end. I'm not gonna do it though, because it's kind of dumb and a pain in the ass, and I already got the achievement. This knife does have some durability on it though, even though I haven't upgraded weapon durability at all yet. Love these side-scroller old boy style fights. Anger, rage. Now that's what this game is really about. It may look easy this time, but your first playthrough will not be without a couple controller slams. Like, it needs to happen. It's part of the get good process.
The mind is like an iceberg.
The mind is like an iceberg. If you crash a boat into it, you die.
Our consciousness is merely...
An ogre is like an onion.
We must dive beneath the waters to explore the subconscious, to face the past.
Where am I? There's no Hulkamaniacs here! No one's gonna get that reference. Okay, so once again, bonking people's heads into stuff is better than using a knife. It's like judo. Judo practitioners say that the best weapon to use is the earth. You want to hit your opponent with the earth. Okay, now the knives turn into people. But yeah, that's actually how the earth became flat, is too many people got judo thrown and it, like, squished the earth. These women have knives on their feet, by the way. So if you don't have your weapon and you try to, like, static block, you take chip damage. This is a true sub-boss encounter, because this will put some deaths on your death counter before you get into the boss. Okay, so if you want to do a good run on this, you want to level up the red things first, and then you want to level up structure reserve.
That feeling of vengeance.
That's if you want to get, like, the true ending, and you want to beat Yang at the end as easily as possible.
I speak from experience.
Okay, I'm glad the path of vengeance doesn't end here. Vengeance is life.
Now
Shut your bitch ass up.
we'll be forced to.
Vengeance good. Always take revenge. Never forgive. So this is the first real bullshit boss, because she's got the fucking mix-ups. She is like the mix-up queen. You gotta memorize these patterns almost, because they're very hard to read. The high-low shit. Sometimes it's just high over and over again. When she does that, that's actually a free hit for you, because it's easy enough to dodge them all and just beat her at the end of it. Okay, so as you can see, I've lost my weapon, or rather it's broken, so now whenever I static block any of her attacks, I take chip damage, or as I like to call it, cheap damage. Okay, she's doing her dumbass thing again, so that's when I hit her with the push trip. Eye strike push trip is like the most diabolical shit I do. Especially if I push you into a wall. And there we see my first death. No one beats this woman without taking at least one death in the first phase. This woman is bullshit. You really can't just pressure her either, because you have to, she'll retreat and hit you with some retreating attacks. Okay, I beat the bullshit phase. Should be easier from here on out. Okay, so now she turns into sexy Kuroki, and the fight gets easier. It develops the aesthetic of a harder fight, but it gets easier.
I know 100 ways to kill.
Mostly all she does here is throw knives at you and you just catch them and throw them back. She will throw a few combos too, but all of her attacks hit high, so you don't really have to deal with mix-ups. I don't think I've died on this phase since like my first or second playthrough. That attack, that'll catch a noob, but you can actually interrupt it. See, it's like she's not even trying here. I take a little bit of chip damage sometimes when I mistime the knife catches, but that's about it. This water being black and shit reminds me of this time I went to an art museum as a kid, and I tried to like rest my hand on this, what I thought was a table with a glass surface, like a black glass surface, but it was actually black ink, and I just got ink all over my hand and I was pissed off. And my mom was like, oh, well, they say don't touch the stuff. And, like, I don't read the signs. Like, do you think I read stuff? Hardest part here is getting her posture broken before I accidentally kill her. Because it turns out knives do a lot of lethal damage. Okay. So there we go. Beat her up. But you know what? I can do better. I'm going to do a no-death run. Made possible by the absolute bullshit shortcut in this level.
It was foolish of you to come here.
Okay, so clearly these guys don't remember me. They don't remember how easy I took them out last time. There's nothing more satisfying in this game than getting a good push trip or a good head bonk. Okay, now I can go in with a knife. Madness. Medieval. Art water. Restaurant. Toilets. What does it mean? What message are they trying to convey here? Okay, up we go. We're doing this again. And she immediately hits me with a mix-up. She does that same combo every time at the beginning, and one of the hits always gets me. I can never memorize the whole thing. It's like that Simon game. But I have a fully intact weapon here, so I won't take as much cheap damage. And there we go. Find the opening. Can't do the push trip when I have a weapon. Can just do the trip part. The chasing strikes or whatever this game calls it isn't a thing with weapons. It's an open hand only technique. Okay, I'm fucking her up good, but my weapon just broke. Gotta watch out for cheap damage. Easy. There we go. There's the trip. I meant to do the push. Okay. We're home free now. There's no way she's gonna kill me in this next phase. It can't happen. She just can't do it. High attacks only? Predictable knife tosses? Never. I'd be more worried about me killing her by accident. Why does she get so much hotter just from a fucking hair and makeup change? Like, she doesn't look hot until the second phase. And dodge the drop kick. Big combo. Yeah, this is gonna be easy as hell. Only the chip damage from knives gets me. I haven't taken like a full unmitigated hit this entire time. And dodge that. You can, like I said earlier, you can interrupt the drop kick if you really want to, but I think I get more damage when I don't. Fuck you, Art Ho. Arctic Monkeys is a shit band. Doing the taunt makes them snap out of being stunned faster, by the way. And dodge the drop kick. And like I said, yeah, this is the biggest concern here is that I'll accidentally take away all of her health before I break her posture again. So I gotta be careful with that. And oh, I almost fucked that up, but I got her. There we go. No kill, no death. Broke all the way into your museum and stabbed a bunch of people just to beat you up, just to prove that I could do it. Not even gonna kill you. I just wanted to make sure you knew that I could kick your ass. That's enough for me. You know, I would believe in the whole pacifism thing if real life pacifism worked the same way it does in this game. Like, I just need you to tap out. You know, I need to feel your nose break.